Pork and Mindy coming at you.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome to Gym Crashers with Dondo, Adam Woods, and Daniel, the Raging Bull Arpajon.
Good evening.
Damn right, dude. Actually, this is the Daniel Arpajon show. He crashed our gym, and he's responsible for a lot of my Gym Crashers experiences because this gentleman, after his first fight at MMA Events Inc.'s first show in Pasadena a little over 2 years ago, we couldn't do an interview in-house at the Pasadena Convention Center, so he's like, oh, come over to the gym. And I was like, I saw his shirt. He doesn't mean Black House MMA, that super secretive gym in the nether regions of Southern California. And yeah, he hit me up and he was like, come to Black House. And I was just like, oh shit, this is where legends are made.
Imagine that, so, Adam at Black House.
I was about to say.
Fucker. Let's leave race out of this, yeah.
I'll have cocoa butter to loop you up.
That is the voice.
It works better than Sweet Sweat sometimes. But yeah, dude, I knew this guy before he was the Raging Bull, so I get to say that. But Daniel, how are you?
I'm great, man. It's the first podcast, you know. I walked in in the parking lot and people were kind of scared. They're like, "Who's that guy just chilling outside in the parking lot?" You know, I feel like they're gonna call the cops in like a second. You know. And so I was like,
I thought it was Dog the Bounty Hunter's son, like coming after me. I was about to go out the back door.
Yeah, you've experienced like my drives out here from where I live in in LA. Yeah. I literally feel like as I'm going down the 5, like people are watching me.
Right.
Yeah, so I know the feeling, my friend.
It's because they've never seen a vagina in their life.
Oh my goodness!
Hey, Orange County is full of Polynesians. Come on.
Whoa.
What are they not?
Robert's the only one I know.
Robert's the only guy I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
They used to live in Orange County. I'm not now.
Huntington Beach, there's a bunch of them.
I don't know about that.
I don't know about
Wow, I said,
I don't think so.
Ooh,
I don't know what beach he's talking about.
That's gonna go over well. There's a bunch of them.
I mean, we're taking over Orange County, bro.
Well, you can talk like that. The rest of us get in trouble.
Okay,
That's Trump rhetoric.
You guys live here, so I'm gonna keep on the mum.
Yep.
I'll take shit.
He races out of here at 9:30 p.m. on Tuesday nights in case you're looking to pull him over. In a white vehicle.
Rebel.
He's driving a white vehicle, so he's undercover.
He has a time limit. In Orange County.
Made by Koreans.
Right?
So how about that?
Flying down the 91.
Yeah, man. So Daniel, dude, like, how are you?
I'm doing great, man. You know, I just can't. I had LASIK yesterday to fix my eyesight. You know, finally.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I've been. It was at what 2,200.
Wow.
Yeah, 2,200, and so which as I looked it up, it was like that's legally blind in California now or something. Yeah, so I was like, and I'm sitting there, and I didn't even know it. So, and I've been like that for like mostly up through my teenage years and up, you know. So, and I'm just like, man, I've been fighting blind this whole time. I didn't even know it.
What?
You didn't tell me?
Daniel Luke Skywalker Arpajon is a Jedi Knight.
Stevie Wonder.
I was gonna go Ray Charles, but
very nice, Joe.
I'll be like this and just punch me.
but playing the piano and punching people in the face, yielding a California state title in MMA as a cruiserweight. Holy shit! Holy shit! Like that's brilliant. I've got goosebumps. Holy crap! Like what you've amassed in your career, being legally blind.
Legally, yeah.
What are you even talking about?
I don't know, just visually impaired. I feel like they're gonna like take away my title if they say like, wait, he's blind?
No,
Visually impaired. Let's make sure we make that distinction.
Away from what's his name, Nick Newell, right? From having a stub. That dude's a badass, and once he slaps in his rear naked choke, you're out, buddy. Yeah. You're out.
Yeah, but he could see you the whole time. There's a whole other thing. So visually impaired, Adam.
Visually impaired, man.
I mean, Dondo's still here, and he's a little person.
That's right.
Yeah, exactly. He's vertically impaired.
Horizontally.
Oh, hey, horizontally.
Vertically, I'm never impaired. Vertically, I got down. Horizontally, not so much. But thank you, Woods.
Whichever. That's what, most of, I think, like the Unabomber, that's what he was doing, fucking in the woods and sending shit to people.
If you say so, whoever that was.
Yeah, Unabomber.
You lived in Inglewood? Inglewoods,
yeah. Gentrified woods.
Gotcha.
Oh, yes.
Gotcha.
Dude, what most people don't know about Daniel Arpajon, yes, he does train at the main professional location for Black House. And again, It's off the record.
It
but
is.
if you've been there, you know where it is.
You'll never
but
find it if you
are
haven't.
actually a pupil of Black House Redondo and transferring over to the pro team. How has that transition been like?
I've actually been with that gym before it was even called Black House Redondo. It was originally it was called Arriva Machado. So and what happened was I think and I don't know all the details, but all I know is that Coach Kenny Johnson comes in. I assume he kicked the door in and said, "Hey, I want this gym or something," and he formed a partnership with Ricardo at the time. He was managing it and teaching all the jiu-jitsu classes. They just collided and it became Black House after that. And I've been with them since I was 14.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Wow. So those classes that happened, in the original incarnation, what were you taking? Were you taking striking, or was that primarily jiu-jitsu?
I was coming off a wrestling background, so I went to jiu-jitsu first. And then eventually I just got into Muay Thai. I asked if I could just jump into class, and they were all cool with it. You know, I was doing a lot more tournaments at that time, so they were cool with me doing everything over there. So,
damn.
And yeah, I got as far as blue belt, and then I just kept doing a lot. I kept doing a lot more wrestling and a lot of more no-gi. Just so that's pretty much what I kept doing. So pretty much I'm still stuck at blue belt with the one stripe, but. It's not that bad.
What's a belt when you're fighting at the level you're fighting and taking it to that whole next realm of MMA, right? With strikes, it's a whole different thing.
Yeah. My belt is gold. That's what it is.
Yes, absolutely. The Camo State title belt at cruiserweight. Damn right.
Damn right.
Man, it's crazy because I've been fortunate enough to join your career almost at its inception, that first MMA Events Inc. show in Pasadena, and then see you go to a title fight at Knockouts Promotion. Didn't go your way, but then you turn the corner, and I mean we're talking about guys like Marcus Sursa, Blake Troop, talking about how great your striking is becoming, how much leaner you're getting. Vince Cachero, these guys singing your praises, guys that you're getting rounds in, and guys that have become household names in a lot of circles, right? Mm-hmm. So it's kind of cool to see you not only, was there when you won the Camo State title, which, not that you want to pick a side in my position, but yeah, man, my trips. I was like, Daniel's gonna win, and when
so
you
cool
did,
to see a homie step up.
What, less than a minute, right? That was
second round.
Yeah,
second round. Yeah,
second round, less than a minute. Yeah.
What weight are you fighting at?
That one was cruiserweight. I'm actually going down to 205 for this next.
205, big boy.
205 live.
Yeah, man. Originally, we were just gonna stick around cruiserweight, and then eventually just go build all the way back up to. Well, that's already heavyweight because they don't have a cruiserweight in pro. So, but regardless, though, Coach Rage wanted me to get leaner, and I want to do boxing, and he wanted me to go down a weight class. So, and 205 is just right there, So
yeah,
it was
light heavy.
It's comfortable for you.
Yeah,
yeah.
And I've been at this weight for a while now.
Yeah, you have. When I first met you, it was almost like I akin it to Vader in the AWA, Big Bull Leon White. And it's funny that you took the moniker the Raging Bull because, you just knew that you had something special, but you had this is a baby cub with big paws, and then again, to see you kind of ascend to championship levels all the while, improving your striking, your grappling, as well as your physical appearance. You're literally like a quarter of the person I first met 2 years ago.
That's unbelievable.
I lost the whole person, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, man, and man, that's nothing compared to one of my best friends, one of my training partners right now, Keith. Yeah, Keith Thompson. Shout out. He was 365. Mm-hmm. And he, within 1 year, he dropped, just by training with us, just by wrestling with us, wrestling, boxing, he dropped all the way down to 180.
Yeah. What the?
So, yeah,
that dude's in a
program.
Yeah, man. It was exciting, man, just to see his progression as that whole year,
That's incredible.
And, yeah. Oh, and And Keith, just so you know, I'm still stronger than you. You know, I'm bigger than you still.
He can't see you, Keith, so it's all good.
Yeah.
We're
I may not see you.
we're cutting
I
promos here.
can still take you though.
Uh-oh.
Love you, buddy.
So what is this, like Tuesday? So when is open sparring at Black House?
Fridays.
Okay, so Friday it's going to be lit. I
man.
gotta have a feeling that Friday's
If you show up, bud.
What's
up?
If
If you showed up.
Oh no,
No.
shade.
No. But yeah, man, like him just being around us has also been great energy as well, man. He's been so positive. He was when he got super serious about wanting to take his own health seriously, you know.
Yeah.
It's important.
He changed as a person as well. It changed him. So and all for the better, and thank God
We
for
got to
that.
get Keith on the show. I want to hear the other side of the story.
Yeah, absolutely.
So one of these days,
There's no other side.
and he was
come
one
to
of
the
your-
dark side.
Not because he's dark or anything.
No, it's because he's in between the two of us.
Oh,
He's more like milk chocolate.
We're the Death
I
Star.
thought you were gonna go mulatto. I was like, whoa.
Whoa.
He's a
Cappuccino.
yeah, man. He's pretty light.
There you go.
Yeah, he's
You're
pretty
the
too.
swirl in
Yeah,
the coffee at the moment.
Man, I want to go to Starbucks after.
Yeah, no, I think let's go.
They should
Let's go.
sponsor us.
It's on me. Starbucks on me. But yeah, dude. And Keith was a friend of yours from your wrestling days, right?
Yeah, we've known each other literally almost 10 years now. We're going on 10 years.
Did you grow up in the South Bay?
I grew up in South Bay, yes.
Right on.
I grew up in Lawndale.
Lawndale.
Yeah.
Lusinger High School?
No, I went to North Torrance.
Oh, the other one.
Yeah.
Wait,
The
which
other
of
one.
which of the Torrances was the 90210 filmed? Is that West Torrance?
Was it Torrance?
Pops
Yeah.
says Torrance. He's in the house.
Torrance.
He knows.
Yeah, shout out to.
I was too young for that.
Yeah.
Pops Arpajon is in the
They're
house.
bringing it back, so there's no excuse.
Well, they're not. They
Yeah.
gave it up, didn't they?
Yeah,
I couldn't handle the first round.
No,
That's your show,
I saw
Joe.
a promo for it on Facebook. So
Yeah?
if it's on Facebook, it's official.
Mine's a RuPaul Drag Race.
I knew that.
I can
Yes.
see that. I totally see that. Thunder Chunky.
Well, no, I told everybody if I ever
Thunder
became a drag- if I ever
Chunky.
became a drag queen, my name will be Teresa con huevos.
Chorizo. You tickled Adam. Look at that.
That's Teresa
Oh my-
con huevos.
Oh, my
Where's
goodness.
the Teresa come from, folks?
Teresa, but Teresa.
Oh,
Teresa con huevos, but
oh,
Teresa.
oh.
There you go.
Put that on a menu. I'd eat that.
I'll have the number 5.
They don't have a plate
Sorry,
that size.
Pops. I don't got Pops in the house.
Oh, Pops is cool.
Okay, they come over. I got it wide open.
During the day, he's a cop.
Oh, dang me, dog. That's not me at all. You want to make sense? Hey.
That's a Lake Forest PD right there. Right?
Damn. Well, hold on.
You catch him right off El Toro Road. That guy will catch you
There you go.
speeding.
Land. Remember last
I
week?
love it. I'm licking on
So for
something.
those of you that don't know, we caught Dondo in a Freudian slip,
Yes,
right?
yes.
He wanted to say that he was the happiest person on earth or something.
Yep.
Some Disneyland
Dondo
tie-in.
land.
But what he actually said was he was the happiest dodo on earth.
That's right.
So that's
they
where
said,
that comes
said dildo. I said dodo. It's all the same thing.
There you go. Look at that one.
Oh, hell yeah.
Wait, is one cog sucking up the other?
That's
Is
my
that
home
what's
away
going
from
on?
home.
No.
What's so special?
And who didn't clean up their mess?
Hey, that would be me.
What is that?
I let him
There's
go
circles of
wherever.
poop. There's puddle of mud there, right? It's
Yeah.
West Scotland.
Well, you stand underneath me long enough, it'll happen.
Oh gosh!
Right?
Yeah.
Pigeons
we need to get some
beware.
chicken feet for
Big
this guy.
dodo.
Yeah, for this little peep. But
So bring it
anywho,
back. Bring it back to Daniel Arpajon in the house. There was Joey the cop.
Oh, no. I'm gonna get producer Robert for next week.
Yep.
So,
Okay.
And while we got time, let's give a shout out to our sponsors. We
Oh,
have
yeah.
get it, Joe, get it.
All 7, right? We got Massage Matters, Cauliflower Nation, Word of Mouth, and Our Life CBD.
We got CBD in the
Yes, I
house.
caught something. I'm a black
Fits
guy.
in the mouth.
I mean-
fits in the ear. Rubs it on the neck. Makes you smell good. Smell better than I normally do, but can't live without it. Can't sleep without it. More milligrams of CBD than you'll see in any store that I've ever seen. Brought to you by. Adam Woods just poured it all out.
Is that like at nighttime at Adam Wood's house?
Oh, I don't want to waste it. So
Oh, that's.
I got excited.
You got some on my, you got some on my phone, man.
Sorry, Arpajon. You can't even see it. It's not on there.
Let me fix it.
Oh, don't even. No, Adam, don't touch
there
me.
goes producer Rob.
I can't believe you're going to waste it. I'm going to go roll in it. Hey, I know the
Adam's arms are a
manufacturer.
little flimsy tonight.
He spends all weekend making sure this product is at par or above normal expectation for CBD content. So when he pours it out, it breaks my heart. I'm going to roll in it like a pig.
Yeah.
Right? Right? It is all natural. It's like coconut oil, right? It's when it gets hot, it's liquid, but it hardens up to a beautiful texture when it's not. You can rub it all over your body, inside your body, outside your body, whatever you want to do to be naughty.
Damn, what the hell?
Free your mind and the rest will follow.
Right?
Sounds like the West Hollywood back pages of this guy talking
That's
over
right.
here.
You got to start somewhere, right, Joe? We
Yeah.
got a dream.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I have a dream, not just Adam.
Speaking about dreams, man, Daniel, you are in rounds in camp with every camp that you've done over the course of your career with some, MMA luminaries, man. How has it been like improving your game with like the likes of Lyoto Machida or Blake Troop?
The dream training,
Yeah,
right?
Man.
Vince Casero, who's getting
The
ready for
anomaly.
a fight at LFA.
I got stories for all three of those guys.
Let's do it one at a time. Start with the legend himself, Lyoto Machida.
Oh man. So Lyoto was fighting, I think, Chael.
Yeah.
Last?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He had his camp over at Black House for on wrestling days, and he would bring it back. Troop would be there, and a couple other guys. I was there too, and man, you know what? Lyoto is stronger than he looks, man. He I think he's just a little taller than me, but
Whoa.
jeez, man,
He was a giant.
Yeah, but he's stronger than he looks. He really is. And holy crap, man! And it shows in his fighting career. Not only that, he's very well experienced. You know, his grappling's really good.
Right.
Yeah, man, really good on him.
Something similar in the both of you is that your dad's really a strong part of your life. I know he was raised in fighting styles brought upon by the family. The house, the home in Brazil looks like it's a dojo in the jungle. I just love it.
Yeah, man.
Right? Kind of amazing. And I know your pops is always with you, so talk about a strong foundation.
Yeah, man. Talking about like family fighting styles as well, man. You know, my pops would just bust your knees open.
I believe it.
Yeah, man. That's our fighting style. We'll just hurt you. But
I can tell you train with Blake, super trooper troop, because that's exactly what he says to me. I just bring the hurt.
yeah, man. With Troop, it's a crazy story, man. When I first met him, I think I just turned 18. And what happened was I met him in a jiu-jitsu class at Black House Redondo.
Okay.
And, man, he caught me in this, I think, the sickest guillotine I've ever been caught in. And I was like, oh, crap. And I just did it. And the thing is, I'm still stubborn, but I was very stubborn at the time, and I didn't just want to lose to Troop because I didn't know
I
him.
can't imagine not tapping the troop if he's got it sunk in.
And man, he had it too. And I just went I just grabbed it and I just went like this, and everyone was seeing my neck stretch out and all that. And I
Oh
just
my
went,
God.
Oh.
Hospital.
yeah, I just went pop. And I just got it. I just got the escape, and I was at that point it was just me trying not to get caught in anything
What
else.
the
after
hell?
That. But
And Troop is strong as a horse.
it's crazy strong, man. He's gotten stronger too. It's not fair.
I know.
Like, what the hell, Troop?
It's
Some
something
people
happened.
are made the same, man.
Yeah,
He got in
man.
a car accident with Adam, and he got superpowers.
Just real
from it.
quick, I'm letting you guys know he's actually online.
What's up, Troop?
Love you, Troop.
Yeah, love that guy.
He what happened after that we were talking about, he's just like, man, I swear to God I got it. I had it. He says, and you just didn't tap. He says, I respect that, dude. I respect that. And I was just like, yeah, man, it was great, man. I thought you were gonna get it for sure. Thank God. But one thing I didn't tell him is that as soon as I went home, I just went straight to sleep. I woke up, my neck was non-existent after.
Right?
I was like,
Oh, that's what I was thinking.
I was like this and everything.
One of
else.
those days when you can't look the other direction.
Yeah.
You know, you're like, oh God, I'm stuck, right?
Yeah.
I was
Just Uncle Fester.
The
at spot.
Troopatine.
the Troopatine, man. Yeah, and it was insane. And I also caught a good sparring round with Vince. Man, Vince is fast.
Right.
The
What?
anomaly Casero.
Man, why you little guys always gotta be fast? Like, can you just stand in front of me? Can we just trade shots for like a second? You know, you guys always gotta be hopping out of the way. You know, but either way, and then that only goes out to like showing how good Vince is, man. He's only getting better and better and better.
Yeah,
you know, and
that's for sure.
From when I first saw him fight at LFA, like I think last summer, and man, and how he just destroyed that one dude. He's only gotten better from that as well, man.
You know
That's
what?
sick to hear.
I got the shirt from his school underneath the Raging Bull shirt. There it is right here. For you, Mr. Cachero, Fight Science.
Yeah, shout out to Ian
Representing
Harris.
in the house, Ian Harris.
Yeah.
Fight Science MMA.
Absolutely.
Mid-City, LA. We love you guys.
Yeah, man.
Right?
Yeah, God bless you, Vince.
Yeah.
Oh, Vince is a homie, dude. He lives the life. I see all these pictures in Hawaii, and then I see him at Black House, then I see him at LFA, winning. Right?
Yeah, man.
Shout out to Vince Cachero.
He, and not only that, like, he's also an incredible like photographer and videographer.
Yes, he is.
That's the other thing. That's right.
He does that for Black House on as well. So it's like, and then how much does like he does during the day? You
Right.
know, it's a lot. You
And
know?
he got married, right? I saw those
Yeah, he just
pictures.
got
Beautiful
married.
wife. Life is good.
Yeah, man. Yeah, the life is great for him, man. God bless him.
Right?
Yeah.
It's good, man. You're surrounded by some talent.
Yeah, man. And we just got a new guy. Hopefully, I see more of him. Named Art Rivas. He fought in Bellator a couple times.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, big dude, huge dude, and he's strong as hell too. When I wrestled him too, I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna shoot in on this guy, no fear, no matter what. And of course, life always teaches me a lesson. You know, he sprawled on me, and I had to feel all. I don't know how much he weighs, but I had to feel all of it. Plus 10, I think. I don't know.
He's probably a svelte guy. Svelte gentleman there.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, man.
Couldn't
he's
even get a hold of a leg, huh?
Nope.
He shot and just got smashed.
Pretty much. And after that, I learned my lesson. I was just like, all right, gonna have to fight in the tie up. And we tied up. We at that point it was just fighting for head position, man. I actually have like a scratch right here. I used to have bruises right up here.
Wow.
But I had a scratch right here.
Yeah, see it.
That's from that legendary battle me and him had, man.
So you get in the clinch with him, and it's just back and forth, underhooks. What are you fighting for?
I was fighting for underhooks, all underhooks.
Jesus.
Can't remember if I got them, but
There you go. Sometimes you got to get rich or die trying, right?
yeah, man.
Damn right.
Yeah. Shout out to you, Art.
Yeah.
Art
I mean,
Rivas.
There's been a bit of an influx of new blood at Black House. All right, I mean,
Yeah.
we're talking Tristan Ezell, we're talking Mark Pacquiao, the Filipino Pride, who will probably be fighting for Sparstar their next event in October.
Yeah.
Yeah. How is that? You know, because you were one of the first kind of amateurs at Black House during this incarnation.
Yeah.
So how is it, now that you're kind of a tenured vet, are you showing these guys what's up, or how's that process been welcoming new talent?
Oh man, you know what? When they announced that we're gonna have tryouts for the first time ever at Black House, that's when they got all these guys from like everywhere, all around like the world and the country. One guy from Argentina, and I think it was Argentina or Salvador, one of those two, but
Somewhere south.
somewhere. But yeah, man, and we just got a whole bunch of guys. Murdoch. He was a state champ for wrestling. He wrestled, I think, for Oklahoma State. I think.
Jeez.
That's the breeding ground for wrestling killers.
Yeah. And by the way, sorry if I don't get all that information right. Memory's a little tough on me.
That's
but
all good. It's Midwest somewhere.
somewhere. And he, his wrestling's really good. I sparred with him a couple times. And who else we got? We got, I think, Christian. We got Santiago and Tristan as well. Man, he's been training with us for a good while. Congrats on the win, by the way.
You guys brought up Albert Morales. You guys over there with Albert too?
Yeah, man. Albert's there. Man, Albert's always there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always see him. And
He's a constant ball of energy, frenetic energy, and positivity.
even when it was all cloudy and everything, man, Albert comes over, it's sunshine. It's just like,
Yeah.
man.
One of the most positive people. I mean, that dude has, like forever and a day, when we went out to Vegas for UFC 209, looking at like what he's capable of. Like,
Right.
this dude's a major sneakerhead. Like, that guy should have a show based on his MMA, like reputation in like Up Rocks or something, talking about shoes or something. You know,
didn't he teach in Belize? He took
yes, he
his
did a
style
seminar
of jiu-jitsu,
with MMA Events Inc.
Right?
Absolutely.
Right. MMA Events Inc. They take him to Belize. He does a seminar for kids, and I believe this was all free just to get kids off the street and learn them something.
And he even did seminars.
I mean, that's a lot of heart there, Albert. I love that. I love that story about you and that you went down with MMA Events Inc. and Central America, where there really isn't any MMA except for what they bring.
Right, absolutely. Yeah. You know, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Hit it.
You were saying
Alan Soren, we love you, man.
Yeah. What?
Right?
What happened?
All those guys, Alan Soren and the crew.
Yeah, absolutely. Alan, Ron, Dustin, you guys are awesome.
Right?
Love
you guys.
Fucking amazing.
You're, no joke. Hey, we were all out at Barcelona, Pasadena,
couple weeks
Swiggin.
Yeah, man. I love that crew.
Yeah, absolutely.
They make their own beer. They put on MMA shows. They do jiu-jitsu tournaments. What do they not do?
Karate tournaments.
Karate tournaments. That Troop crashed.
Yeah.
He gym crashed.
Yeah, he gym crashed the
Hell
hell out
Troop
of
getting a karate event. And then wins.
Yes, what, like third place after never.
Third place, no preparation. Blake
Yeah.
Troop jumps in. Probably don't even know the rules. He saw Karate Kid a couple times, and he played Johnny.
No, I think the post that he made after with the plaque that he got was, I don't know karate, but I know crazy. So
That's a fact.
There you go, Troop.
man.
Again? Look at the immense talent. We've got Daniel Arpajon. We've got Kristen Ezel. You've got Vince Cachero, Blake Troop. I mean, Albert Morales. These are guys.
There it is, the
that
MMA Events
could
Incorporated.
literally do anything
Ink.
that they want, and for whatever reason, I almost feel like this is like The Rock or Stone Cold Steve Austin, where we've got you guys for a certain amount of time, and you guys are going to go into another stratosphere. But for right now, for whatever reason, you've lended your talents to the great sport of MMA. That's amazing because whatever you guys do, of course, you guys are going to have amazing careers afterwards. But we have you right now. This is your focus right now, much like The Rock before Hollywood, Austin before Hollywood, and until you guys are like, hey, I'm done. And then go into motivational speaking, 6-figure appearance fees. That's all going to happen for you, So it's amazing that you guys are all training together. It's nuts.
Speaking of motivational, Daniel Arpajon is obviously here with sunglasses on, and we already spoke on the fact that he was visually impaired for the majority, if not all, of his career up until this point. He receives LASIK, somehow gets to the Gym Crasher studio, walks up the stairs, sits down, and then tells me, I hope you don't mind if I'm wearing glasses.
Yeah.
I just had LASIK surgery. Tell me about that experience. What brought that on? If you didn't know that you were visually impaired, what brought on the LASIK?
With first off, it was me talking with my coach, Coach Rage, and he's also licensed by many commissions. He told me that they also have an eyesight test, and in order to get your professional license and in order to be approved as a professional athlete, he told me that I don't see you passing this test, and that's one of the most important tests they have that you need to pass.
I could see why.
Yeah, and he said that you need to get your eyesight checked. Something needs to happen. We were going around, we were checking around all over LA as much as we can. And I think the biggest issue was it wasn't like okay, what's the cheapest or anything. We were going out to see what's going to be the best, the safest, and what's not gonna make me like regret getting LASIK after.
Yeah, like Homer Simpson, he was all caked up afterwards for like weeks.
And and we were just going around, and we came across, and then we just heard I think it was a radio commercial on the radio for Saddleback Eye Center out in Laguna Hills.
That's right.
Yeah, man. Dr. Charles Manger, the guy specializes in doing LASIK every day. The guy does multiple upon multiple surgeries a day. So like he's pretty pro at it. You would think, someone.
Yeah, he's the expert.
Yeah, he knows more than I. So we went over to him. We were actually really impressed how thorough and like strict they were about you getting a successful surgery, you having that successful surgery. Because I think I took six tests, 3 tests, 14
14
tests.
14
tests.
Yeah.
Over
So-
a dozen tests.
I would have been guilty as charged after the first test.
You're like, listen, guys, I'm blind. Can you just like, just burn my eyes already? Let's go. But either way, they after they send multiple people as well to reassure us that like that's not what it is. It's not burning our eyes. They got all into detail and everything, and their staff is great. Really nice people. Really made me feel right at home. They had like this right as I was going to go get the procedure. They had this bin filled with like toys and like
So cool.
like stuffed animals, and they were saying like, yeah, we actually prefer that you guys that the patients actually grab one of these just to hold. Sometimes it helps.
So it's my kind of place.
Yeah,
I would never make it through it without a stuffed animal of some sort.
I grabbed a soccer ball, man.
I like it.
It was deflated though.
Dr. Menger and Saddleback Eye Center, Laguna
Yeah.
Hills. Is that correct?
Yep.
I hear the commercials myself, so testimony to radio is still happening.
Yeah, man, and here's the thing. I had it yesterday. I see way better than right now than I did whenever I had my glasses, my prescribed glasses.
Unbelievable.
And I had one heck of a astigmatism. So, and yeah, he's also doing a promo right now for anybody who's listening or anyone who's interested or knows someone who's interested in getting LASIK, but they're not really sure. Just hey, take it from me.
Take it from a
great.
fighter.
Yeah, take it from an athlete. All right, it's amazing. All right, it's the best thing right now. Right now, and I'm in the stage of just taking eye drops, every hour, and all that. If you go up and call their office specifically, just ask for Daniel. All right, just say Daniel sent me. Use my name, and that's their code, and they'll give you a complimentary eye exam as well as $1,300 off the procedure itself.
Wow!
So it's that. I mean, if that's not one hell of a deal, then I don't know what is.
That is a great deal.
It's a great deal, guys. Really good, and they'll help you out as best as they can so you can see again. So, if you guys know anybody or want LASIK yourself and you're just curious, check it out. Really, give them a call right now.
Dr. Menger, Saddleback Eye Center, Laguna Hills. Hit them up. Your code word is Daniel, but you can throw an Arpajon or the Raging Bull in there if you really want the discount.
I hope you guys are watching too, because I also told them, hey, I'm on this
I love
podcast.
that. Get 'em.
Shout out to you guys if you're watching. Hello.
Shout out to Laguna Hills peeps. Eye Doctor galore. We love them.
Yeah, man.
God bless you guys. Thank you again.
Hey, if you made anything better with his vision, then you're doing the world a wonderful thing, because I cannot wait to see him fight again. Can't wait to see him be able to see again.
Yeah.
It's coming.
I can still see.
I like it. Then they did a good job.
Yeah, man. And it was awesome. It was like, it wasn't scary at all.
Really?
Like, yeah. They told me everything that they were gonna do, and they mentally prep you as well. They just told you we're just gonna do this and that. It's super easy. It takes literally 20 minutes or less. Maybe for me, I think it took less. It felt like 12 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah.
In and out.
Yeah.
There's an In and Out right there too off El Toro.
God, man, I'm hungry.
Right?
Yeah.
I know, it makes me hungry.
Yeah, man. Come on, I'm cutting weight, man.
Oh, good. So Our Life CBD says he got his done 20 years ago and he can still see. I don't know how well,
Damn.
but he's been
awesome.
pouring CBD in his eyes.
I mean, Sean, I didn't even know that you wore glasses.
I didn't either.
This was back in the days. I had 20.
Give Sean the microphone. We can't hear his story.
I had 2100 and 2050 and 2100 in the other eye, and now last time I checked it was 2020 and 2015. So better than
Right.
regular vision.
In 5 more months, it'll be 2020.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's permanent too.
Wow.
Yeah, I remember
that's
the
incredible.
first time actually I looked out the window. They gave me these little plastic goggles to look, or not goggles, but these plastics to cover your eyes.
Yeah.
When I actually looked the first day, I was amazed because I had a park across the street from my house, and I could actually see. Because before I could only see right past the street.
Wow.
I could actually see all the way into the park. It was crazy seeing for the first time since I was since I can remember.
Sean went to Dr. Menger 20 years ago. Shout out to Dr.
Dr.
Menger.
Honestly, but it was in Laguna Hills.
Been in
and it
business
was
a long
off El
time.
Toro. So
See,
I
it
wouldn't
probably
doubt
was.
It probably was.
Yeah.
Saddleback
Those are
Eye
good.
Center. We just gave you a free shout out from Sean Lerma, Our Life CBD. Hook it up.
That's a 20-year-old testimonial.
That is
Yeah.
20 years and he can still see.
Damn.
Yeah, man. I'm actually really happy I don't have to. I don't have to depend on glasses anymore, man.
Heck yeah.
Man, like glasses falling off my face and every second of the day. have to put them in my gym bag and hope. I'm like, oh man, please don't break. Please don't let these glasses be broken, or someone step on my stuff accidentally and shatter my glasses or something. You know.
Yep. What are the short-term goals? Since you actually have this
short-term goals.
Short-term goals too are always we're taking applications.
Yeah.
But the short-term goals for Daniel Arpajon in the fighting world, what do you see happening by the end of the year?
Man, I see myself being a champ, man. I'm going out for the Camo State title for light heavyweight, and I'm already the cruiserweight state champ, and I want another belt. I'm going for champ status, you know. And then after that, who knows? Maybe I'll go pro finally, or just build back up, take the heavyweight state title, and then go pro, because that's the goal to begin with. We're in it to become the heavyweight champ of the world.
3-division champ of California. Holy smoke!
Right?
That's what I'm going for, man.
He's already calling it out like Babe Ruth. That's where we're going.
We're going there, man.
Out of the park.
And a couple of other things too. I'm trying to get into boxing as well. I want to do some amateur boxing. I'm gonna get back into jiu-jitsu tournaments again. A bunch of other stuff, man. And
you seem to love every aspect of the fighting game. It's just combat that you're into. So it isn't just striking, but you got the grappling too.
Yeah, man. I grew up with wrestling. Wrestling was my first love, you know. So I started when I was like 14 in high school, you know. Truth be told, I actually did think the wrestling that was being taught was like the luchador wrestling. That's what
what Adam loves.
I legit thought that's what it was, and I grew up with WWE as well.
So you went in with your mask on to do Roman Greco.
Yeah. The first thing they tell, and I was a fat kid, man. The first thing they told us was, "All right, guys, Saxon Mile, get running." And I was like, "Wait, what?"
I run to the fridge.
Yeah, man. I had no running shoes. All I had was Converse, and they had no support. My feet were burning, man. I had blisters like for 2 weeks after. And
was it a 2-mile run? What did they start you with? Couldn't tell.
Yeah, I couldn't tell. I think it was like a 2-mile run.
But you went for it. So first day, I
went for it and I freaking died. Like,
but you finished, right?
As best as I could.
Wow.
My people thought like, oh, he's walking. No, I'm just running, but very, very slow.
Got it.
I was running very slow, guys. Man, it was insane. Like that. Oh man, we ran so many times. There was a time where we weren't even in the weight room anymore. We were just running. Every day was just running. Man, my cardio was off the chain. And but I think I got as low as 190 actually.
190, and you're what, 6 foot tall?
Yeah, I'm 6'2".
Jeez.
Yeah, and yeah, man, it was a crazy experience, man. I wrestled for them a long time. It was a real tough team as well. North Torrance was the best team in all of Torrance at the time, and that's not saying that every other team would like just sucked. It was mostly like those teams were great. You know, they were really tough teams. We had rivalries with like I think 5 different schools, you know, and we had to just champion above all of them, you know. And man, we had a great coach, man. We just had an awesome coach, Luke Santos. God bless you, man.
Did you guys go against Calvary Chapel? I know they had a pretty badass wrestling program back in the day.
In CIF, we did. No, the varsity did. I wasn't on the varsity team, but because we had so many guys and a lot of bigger guys, so a lot of them he took them. So, but we did go against Calvary a bunch of times. I don't know how that went. I really I can't remember off the top of my head how that one went.
I remember growing up because my brother he was ranked. He was a big kid himself, and he was 300-some pounds. Became a sophomore, went down to 190. And that's all he wrestled all of his, through senior year. And
Yeah.
toughest schools were Calvary because he went to Santiago High School in Garden Grove right here in the district. And so
Yeah.
he had a great school, great wrestling camp, and but yeah, Calvary Chapel was the beast.
Shout out to Gabe Hinojosa.
Yeah, man. Calvary is still a beast right now. Yeah, they're awesome. They have a really tough team, you know. And now my high school wrestling days are over, you know. And I actually ended up coaching for our high school team, Maricosta High School. And it was weird because Maricosta back when I was in high school was not good. I know they weren't the best. They had different coaches. They had everything was all messed up from what I was told, at least. And but the second they had a coach change everything else, you know, he changed. And the head coach now was actually my pastor. So the dude said like, hey, we got some big guys. If you want to get back into wrestling ever again, you know, they could use the help, you know. And I was like on the fence at first, but then eventually I was like, you know, yeah, let's go. You know, I want to get back into high school wrestling once again.
So you're teaching there.
Yeah, I
Doing
teach them.
takedowns for God.
Hey man, wrestling's from the Old Testament, man. That's where it's from.
It is, yeah. There's that picture, right? The guy wrestling that angel, right?
I was gonna say that.
But
was
wrestling sets the Old Testament. Right?
Wow, that's even pre. What is it? Abraham Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln was a accomplished wrestler.
There was another Abraham in that book as well, sir.
Yeah, so
Good old Father Abraham.
yeah, father with 7 sons. 7 sons had Father Abraham, right?
I don't know how many sons he has.
I think that's the way the song goes.
There.
Yeah, that's the way the song goes.
Yeah, man. But yeah, man. As time went on, as the months went on, he asked me, "Hey, I could also use an assistant coach," and I was just like,
"You're the real deal, dude."
And and I just stuck with it. A lot of it was me trying to get like, okay, I'm a coach now. I'm not just some wrestler, some kid.
Right.
I have to set an example, etc.
It's growing up stuff.
And he gave me the freshman. He says, "I want you to help out with the freshmen." Man, I don't know what it is. It's just like I want, and I feel like I was the same way. And but these kids, man, they make me want to like just bash my head against a wall. Like and so,
Not theirs.
huh?
Sounds like you love your job.
No, man, I can't. No, man,
there's-
their Jewish lawyers will eat me alive.
Yeah.
Their lawyers would destroy me.
Yeah, there you go. That never happened. You never thought it at
No.
once, and not at all.
Not once.
No.
I would never want to hurt them.
No.
Never want to hurt them. And they weren't. And here's the thing: they weren't like me, man. And Coach Kenny, I love you, but man, you were brutal. You were mean to me back in when I was in high school, man. There's like this wooden sword he has, like the old samurai ones.
Yeah.
And it's just hanging there. It's still there. And he would just grab it and let's go wham. If I get out of stance or something, if I would mess up on technique, he's just like, how come you can't get this, and just wham, just smack me. And I saw him the other day. He did the same thing, but he went like that, and I was just like, how come that people get the nice treatment and I get the full-fledged? Like, if he could punch me in the face, I bet he would. I can't do anything about it, really. So.
Talent,
But
man.
then
He sees
again,
it.
is it the fact that
Moldable.
the strikes have gotten softer, or maybe you just got stronger and he hit you with the same velocity, but you're just like dirt off the shoulder?
Yeah, maybe it is. Maybe it is me.
I know what I'm saying, because I'm an ex-coach myself, and a lot of the kids you read, you have to give them that extra love and discipline. There's some kids you didn't have to, but there's some that were, sangrons. They're badass kids.
Yeah.
You had to wake them up and show them reality, because a lot of them, these are the ones that disrespect them.
There he is in his coaching
man.
career back at Lake Forest High School.
That's how
Show him the potential.
And honestly, a lot of these kids, when they see me nowadays, it's been years, and they see me, hey, coach, give me love and support all the time,
Wow.
And
I didn't know
my
that.
brother too. My brother and I, we both coach, and these
Yeah.
kids will show so much love to me and my brother anytime we meet them anywhere, somewhere in the military. Some got scholarships to wrestle because of us, and that's what makes that little extra love helps out a little bit.
Look at this guy
You know what I
preaching
mean?
the love.
I mean, fortunately, we never got the cops called on us, but they understood that we were giving
Joey
love.
the Love Bull.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah,
Amazing.
man.
I understand that.
No, I do the same thing with my kids. I last year I started to like pull each one aside individually, and I would tell them like, and even I don't care if they were successful or they had a mediocre year or they didn't do good at all. I just grabbed them and I was like, what do you want out of wrestling? And I would give them that extra push that they need. And I have a heart for this. Like I love these kids.
Sounds like it.
Like even though they make me want to rip out what's left of my hair out, so geez, man, just you guys talk too much, seriously, and
They're watching, so
I hope one of them was watching actually.
they're gonna watch
Tell the
it
rest of the
afterwards.
team.
Oh shit!
But yeah, man, actually the one kid I'm really proud of right now, his name is Alex Virtue.
That's his name?
That's his name.
He should
Wow.
be a.
I
He should
told
be
him-
a pastor.
I told
Good
him-
angle.
And every time I see him, I'm like, man, it's Alex is a virtue. That's what it is,
There
man.
it
Alex
is.
is a virtue, and man, and that kid, he's a beast. He went and he didn't really come in with the most solid technique. He came in just trying to he actually headbutted one kid in his matches. Like and
It's
he
a
did
great
it,
skill.
and I was just like, all right,
That's a virtuous headbutt.
yeah. And I was like, you know what? I could work with it, and I pulled him aside, and I want to talk to him. I was like, what do you want, and out of wrestling. eventually, I got him thinking. I was like, you know, like, do you at least want to be a state champ in high school? Perhaps next year, even. You know, and man, there's not a day where I don't see this kid at wrestling practice. You know, he just puts in the work. You know,
That's cool.
and I'm really proud of you, man.
Those are the
if you're
best
watching.
kids. Yeah, very
You know,
cool.
we got and in our girls team, man, and I think we got the largest girls team right now. And girls wrestling is coming up. It's it made leaps and bounds over girls football, over girls basketball, and everything, man. It's like they have their own league now. They didn't have their own league 3 years ago. You know,
Yeah,
Going for it.
I mean, it's amazing what an athlete of any gender or any ethnicity. I think there's like a fencer, like a Muslim fencer, that's an Olympic level.
Yeah.
And it's just amazing.
I hadn't heard,
you
but
know.
thank you for that.
Yeah,
Does that mean they build fences?
But yeah.
Jesus
Right?
Christ.
I don't know.
Anyway,
Yeah, I don't know.
Anyway, I'm trying not to get my head lopped off.
I just don't know.
But yeah, dude. Okay, so we had a couple of MMA related stuff happen over the weekend, and I really want to get your
Tell
thoughts on it.
us.
Now, first off, shout out to the team out there at CFL in Victorville,
California
I was
Fight
out
League.
at CFL 14. It was amazing. I mean, fights, and then with the added caveat of suicidal tendencies playing before the show.
I can't believe I missed
That was
it.
amazing, and a lot of the local Victorville and surrounding area punk bands were able to play a festival before Suicidal took the stage. That was
Festival
amazing.
medal.
I got to mosh with my son to Suicidal Tendencies. That's a career highlight, a life highlight. If something happened to me,
Did you break
like,
dance
I
in the
could
middle of the
not
mosh
happen
pit?
right now?
I can see Adam doing. I can see Adam doing like the backspin,
Jeez.
Sea-walking. He was
right?
sea-walking. He wasn't breakdancing.
I don't know how to see walk. I don't
No,
have
he's
that much
popping and
rhythm.
locking through the pit.
Anyway, but yeah, I definitely want to get out of the way because there was interviews that were conducted on 31circle.com.
31circle.com.
Yeah, so and we're going to be partnering up.
31
This-
Circle Radio.
Yeah, this whole little outfit with that outfit,
We dig it.
it's going to be amazing. But a gentleman who won big at CFL is a teammate of yours, Christopher Cruz, who took
Christopher
a fight
the
on 1 day's
Constrictor.
notice against Josh Miramontes, the Spirit Bomb himself.
We
out of
love the
West
Spirit
Coast
Bomb,
Jiu-Jitsu.
too.
Amazing fight, two amazing fighters. But I want to shout out Chris Cruz,
Chris,
who won
bud.
big.
Jeez, man, I didn't even know you were fighting. I did like.
Sounds like
you
he didn't
saw
know.
his name on the camel card.
Seriously, I saw it on Instagram and all that. I was like, when did you say you were fighting?
Yeah.
I was like, man, I hope you're on weight, man. I hope it was a catch weight at least. Or
No,
something,
it was
'cause-
he made everything happen. I mean, the fight went on.
Yeah.
I mean, Tony the Honey Badger Gomez out of big Joe Daddy Stevenson.
Joe Daddy. He always brings him in at
Cobra Kai,
CFL,
man.
yeah.
That was he had a phenomenal win as well. I mean, up and down, that card was pretty sick. Mariah Miller won. I mean, did a head kick knockout.
Samurai.
Yeah. Head kick knockout in the second round, 15 seconds in the
Love to see
second
that.
round. Set her opponent back to the end of the line in terms of camo contention. And phenomenal card. So thank you, Ryan Spink, Joe Daddy Stevenson,
Ryan
and
Spink.
the rest of the crew at CFL. Phenomenal fight.
California
Quick,
Fight League.
Alan Soren said, "Shout out CFL."
Alan
Badass
Soren.
show.
Yeah, damn right.
We got to
Shout
get
out
suicidal
Alan.
to the MMA Events Inc.
Yeah.
show,
Yeah. Or we
right?
could do like Rancid. That'd be cool.
Well,
Rancid
I
and-
prefer
yeah.
suicidal.
Yeah, there you go.
But Rancid's
Religion.
fine. Whatever
Yeah.
you think. Bad Religion, hell yeah.
Now,
Let's keep it LA.
Absolutely. Well, I was gonna go like Bad Religion.
Bad
That's
Religion's
cool.
LA, bro.
Yeah. So keeping it in the realm of MMA, there was some big UFC news. Robbie Lawler fell to the hands of one
I didn't expect
Colby
that.
Covington.
Right?
That was crazy.
Coming out to the Kurt Angle "You Suck" theme, which the UFC faithful repaid in kind with the USEC chants on his way to the ring.
Yeah,
But he looked good, and after it, he had a little bit of a skirmish at the UFC announce table with Juan Kamaru Usman. So, want to get your thoughts? Dondo? What do you guys see? Did you guys see the footage?
I saw a couple clips. I definitely saw him like at the end with the
Announce table?
announce table. I was like, ooh, there's like, man, you could cut that tension with like butter,
With
man.
yeah,
With a knife.
absolutely.
And
Cut
it's
it.
for real, though. That fight's coming. I
Yeah,
see
man.
that fight coming.
Yeah. I wouldn't be the only one that was rooting for Lawler. I just respect Lawler so much.
I
you
do.
know?
I love Lawler. He's from the
That
old
was
Shout out to
school.
Robbie Lawler.
You know?
Right? Matt Hughes and Silva. Who else was out there with them, with Lawler?
In terms of his era?
His crew, man. Miletich.
Pat Miletich. I mean, Jens Pulver.
Yep. That's a long time ago, and he's still in the game.
I mean, Robbie Lawler with hair was competing in the UFC.
Tim Sylvia, not Silva.
With shoes on,
right?
My goodness.
Tim Sylvia, those guys,
17,
right?
I think. 17, 18, something like that.
Unbelievable that he's still in the game and still, at a high level.
Absolutely, Top, 15 in the world?
I still want to see Lawler come back and fight, period.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
Yeah,
That'd be good.
I'm a Lawler fan.
Yep.
Yeah. So, your takes on Mr. Covington?
What do you say about that one?
Dun, dun, dun.
How about you, Joe? Any thoughts on Colby Covington?
No, but I was going to bring up one, but you probably bring it up in the...
Okay.
Called it last week. Our girl Cyborg done.
Yes.
Moving on.
She's done.
Cyborg done with the UFC.
Another highlight, right? Another headline.
Yes, absolutely. I think it's a good deal because unfortunately she wasn't treated in the manner of what her skill set brings to the table. Now, everybody wants to say, "Oh, well, she's for steroids." That happened. I mean, pre her UFC tenure.
That was a long time ago.
Right, exactly. For people to still bring that up, it's a way of diminishing her acumen, and if that can happen to Cyborg, if UFC can pass on a Conor McGregor fight if he wants to do, then what's left for the rest of the athletes, elite level athletes? That the Dana White can just cherry pick who he wants and.
Well, it's only 2 weeks ago that she fought. How do you think she looked, regardless of all those statements being made about her?
I think
really,
I
she
think
went
she
the
looked
distance,
great.
got wrestled to hell, wasn't able to put the girl out like we'd seen in the past in under a round's time, right? Cyborg, it just didn't seem like she was there. It didn't seem like the same Cyborg.
I think she was being very careful because the last fight
she got knocked out.
She got Amanda Nunes. I mean, and that's almost like
she never flipped the switch. I didn't see her flip the switch.
But I mean, look at Anderson Silva's first fight back after that horrible leg injury that he sustained.
The same thing happened.
Right. So of course you're going to be a bit timid, right?
Is there a comeback?
To me, personally, I'd like to see one person, hold a Strikeforce Invicta, UFC, and Bellator, championship. That has never happened. So I would love to see Cyborg assuming that she goes to Bellator.
Maybe by the end of the year.
I would love to see her, fight. I think it's Julia Budd.
Julia Budd
in Bellator for the 145
another
title.
veteran in the game.
Yeah, so that would be cool. But she just wasn't treated the best, and a lot of people in the UFC says she was difficult, but the thing about it is you let everything at Ronda and Conor's feet if you're the UFC. I mean, come on, give Cyborg something.
It's
you don't
done
say
deal.
she's Wanderlei Silva in a dress. You don't, it's... Yeah, so I'm glad.
I hear a lot of giggles in the room. I don't know.
I'm glad. I'm glad she's gone because
marketability is an issue
Scott
there.
Coker's waiting in the wings, and he'll know how to promote her in ways that Dana White never did. So you can quote me on that.
All right,
And she'll command a bigger payday too. So good
I
job,
hope that we
Cyborg.
see her as she once was before, dominant and strong, and flipping that switch in under a round. So I'd like to see that, a return to the Cyborg that was feared.
All right. Didn't she fight for Invicta at one point?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's Invicta 145.
They're still around, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. They're producing all the best.
Seems like either once a month or once every 3 months they hold a card. One of my favorite promotions in the world.
We got to cover one of those.
Yeah. Cyborg's worked with Coach Kenny for like a while now too. Like she still works with them for wrestling and everything else. So I mean, I've met her. I got the chance to even shake her hand and all that stuff. I respect her a lot.
Yeah, absolutely.
She's a really hard worker. A lot of people hey man, if it doesn't matter what if people talk shit and they want to say like, oh, why she's on steroids, like, man, no amount of steroids can prepare you for the kind of training.
The onslaught that is Chris Cyborg.
That's Chris Cyborg. No, man, she works so hard, and Kenny puts her through hell, and she just comes out triumphant, man. And a lot of the girls at the Black House too, man.
Yeah.
you know, and they're beasts, all of them.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, my goodness, is she? I mean, she's going to go down as one of the greatest, right?
Absolutely.
And for all the criticisms that people give her, she is probably one of the most kind people involved in MMA that you will ever meet. You know, she makes you a fan of the sport. So again, I think this is the betterment. I mean, shame on UFC. This is the betterment of the brand of Chris Cyborg, you know. And again, I would love to see her either to go to Ryzen or Bellator and, you know, take another 145 title before her career is over.
I bet we'll know soon, and I think Tito has that relationship with the people at Bellator, and was once her.
She'll destroy everybody in Combate.
Okay.
That's not, and they don't have the bankroll to facilitate her.
Not big enough yet.
Just real quick, you got Big Surge giving a big shout out.
What's up, Big Surge?
Hashtag Black House.
Big Surge.
boy.
And thank you for taking care of everybody at CFL 14.
Right.
He rapped and, you know, cornered.
We got to get Big Surge on the show.
Yeah.
Big Surge, hit us up, man. Come on in.
I mean, that's a pretty big rider list that he's got. I mean, he's a big star coming in from
he's the man.
Central Cali. So we got to break out the bankroll for Big Surge.
Well, that would be Adam's bankroll because he's got it like that in the back pocket of those
Apparently,
pink
I'm an
pants.
Instagram rapper. Apparently, yeah.
Yep. ASAP Adam.
Oh,
Don't go to Sweden.
God damn it! I mean, I was trying to avoid that my whole entire life, but thank you for bringing
You
that
never
back.
know.
So yeah, once again, big shout out to, of course, Big Surge, Alan Sorna,
Alan Sword.
Alan, what's up, dude?
MMA Events Inc. We're going to Belize.
Mindy.
Hinojosa.
Yeah, absolutely. Not Santana. Mindy, not Santana, Hinojosa. Damn right.
Not from Santana.
Kayfabe.
How's she like your bald head?
Oh, she loves it.
She does like the bald head?
She loves the bald head.
Okay. I just wondered.
Does she,
She
though?
loves the Rough Rider. You know what I mean?
Oh, the Rough Ride. I see.
I'm ready to grow the afro back. So.
Oh, I see. Okay. Whatever it takes, right?
I don't know which head that afro is going on, but I guess that's for the Hinojosas to decide,
Wow.
apparently. Yeah, man.
Anyway, guys, hey.
Shout out to the sponsors.
Shout out to all the sponsors, all 7. Massage Matters, Cauliflower Nation, Word of Mouth, and Our Life CBD. Now, for you guys, real quick.
The Raging Bull.
Oh, yeah. And Daniel the Raging Bull.
Arpajon.
Arpajon.
Bull is fluent in Spanish.
Pops Arpajon in the house. Thanks for sitting in the studio. Joey.
No, real
Too
quick.
Cool Bull.
Yo.
Social media.
I'm according to Woods at everything, so catch me like syphilis.
Oh, God.
Jeez.
Don't drink off his cup. Don't touch his shorts. Dondo the Gym Crasher. Catch us at 12,000 Firestone Boulevard. We have a crash course coming to you August the 24th. We've got yoga. We've got a self-defense for women. And then we have a special guard workshop with Michael Souza from Brazil.
And what about you, Daniel the Raging Bull?
you can look me up on Instagram at the.raging.bull. And I'm getting my Facebook figured out right now. That's coming as well to Daniel the Raging Bull Arpajon.
And you can catch me at Joey the Bull Santana Hinojosa.
That's right. And one more
It's
shout
hyphenated,
out,
folks.
one more for Daniel, because we are so proud of everything that just took place in his life to bring him back to the visual world. It is Saddleback Eye Center,
Saddleback
Dr.
Eye.
Manger in Laguna Hills. Hit him up. Code word Daniel.
You get a complimentary eye exam and $1,300
$1,300
off the procedure. All right, that's
Right?
the surgery itself, guys.
I'll take
Ass
a
money.
dinner out one night, Dr. Manger. We'll hit it.
Yeah.
All right, folks.
Which eye are you getting LASIKed?
Whatever it takes. I'm going to do your eyes, and I'll get the dinner.
This was Gym Crashers. We'll see you next week, 8 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. Next is the Royal Ramble.
Whoa.
We're out.
That's right, baby.
Ramble on.
Have a Nagila.